Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Introduce myself. My name is Tika Cynthia Ramdhani. I'm from accounting class 4th semester of Campus STIE Pertiwi Karawang. Here I will describe about active voice and passive voice to fulfill one of the final exam English for accounting. Table of contents. The first I will describe sentence pattern difference. The second, use of passive voice. Third, formula active and passive voice. Fourth, example of using active voice and passive voice in various tenses. First, sentence pattern difference. Active voice. Active voice, or in English also known as active voice, are sentences whose subject or preparator use a verb or is performing an action. In general, in Indonesian itself, the characteristic of active voice are characteristic by verbs that have the prefix me or ber, such as teaching, in English ing, at, ed, pakai verb 2 ya, such as teaching, dancing, playing, running, and so on. Active voice in English are quite easy to understand, and in this sentence you only need to use verb according to the tenses used. Jadi dalam kalimat aktif ini, dalam bahasa Inggris yang biasa dikenal active voice, itu adalah kalimat yang subjek atau pelakunya menggunakan kata kerja atau sedang melakukan suatu tindakan. Pada umumnya dalam bahasa Indonesia sendiri, ciri-ciri kalimat aktif ditandai dengan kata kerja yang memiliki awalan me atau ber, seperti mengajar, menari, bermain, berlari, dan sebagainya. Second, I will describe passive voice. Passive voice, or in English also called passive voice, is a sentence in which the subject or the preparator does not perform an action, but rather accept the action. In other words, a noun that appears as an object of an active sentence will appear as a subject in the passive sentence. In general, in Indonesian itself, the characteristic of active sentence are characteristic by verbs that have an affix in order, such as eaten, carried, swept, and so on. Passive voice in English will be a bit more complicated than Indonesian, which simply replace verb. Nah, jadi di dalam kalimat pasif ini, di dalam bahasa Inggris disebut juga passive voice adalah kalimat yang subjek atau pelakunya tidak melakukan aksi, melainkan menerima aksi. Dengan kata lain, kata benda yang muncul di sini sebagai objek dari kalimat aktif, maka akan muncul sebagai subjek pada kalimat pasif. Pada umumnya dalam bahasa Indonesia sendiri, ciri-ciri kalimat aktif ditandai dengan kata kerja yang memiliki imbuhan di atau ter, seperti dimakan, dipukul, disapu, dan sebagainya. Kalimat pasif dalam bahasa Inggris akan sedikit lebih rumit dibandingkan bahasa Indonesia yang cukup mengganti kata kerja. When is it best to use passive voice? In general, passive voice in English seems more formal and elegant than active sentence, but it has certain shortcomings, namely less direct, so that sometimes the writing you make does not have too much influence. So, when should you use passive voice? When the subject of a sentence is unknown. Example, the stupa found in Sumatra was estimated to be more than 1,000 years old. Pelaku dalam kalimat di atas tidak diketahui dengan jelas, maka dari itu akan lebih baik jika kalimat pasif digunakan dalam situasi seperti ini. The preparator in the above sentence is not clearly known. Therefore, it would be better if the passive sentence was used in a situation like this. Second, when the subject is not very relevant, a large food kit will be built in order to prevent further destruction. In these cases, the information of the perpetrator of the activity, that is, the person who built it, is not important and relevant, so the passive voice is used. Second, when you are making scientific or academic writings, as mentioned earlier, passive voice is very commonly used in academic and scientific writing, especially when we are want to describe the result of the research that has been done. Okay, the next active voice formula atau rumus active voice Yang pertama di sini ada subject, verb, appropriate tense atau sesuai tenses, lalu ditambahkan dengan objek. Nah, kemudian passive voice formula itu subject plus to be plus past participle plus by doer atau pelaku tindakannya. Preparator of actions. The next, active voice and passive voice authoring. The writing of active voice and passive voice has a certain formulas. Friends, the passive voice that is written must match the tenses of the active voice. The following is an example of writing grammar active voice and passive voice according to the tenses. Berikut ini saya akan berikan contoh penulisan grammar active voice dan passive voice sesuai tensisnya. Contohnya tenses present continuous. I am writing a letter. Di sini menggunakan subjeknya I. Am to be, verbnya writing, a letter adalah sebuah objek. Kemudian passive voice-nya itu ada a letter is being written by me. Jadi di dalam passive voice ini dibalik yang tadinya objeknya adalah letter, di passive voice a letter itu adalah sebuah subjek is being. Being ini kata ganti dari yang tadi penggunaan to be. Written. Jadi yang tadinya saya menulis surat, kemudian kalimat pasifnya menjadi surat itu ditulis oleh saya. Jadi sayanya ini sebagai kata penjelas dari subjek letter tadi. Sekarang simple past. Simple past ini kan biasanya digunakan untuk kejadian di masa lampau. I wrote a letter. Saya telah menulis surat. Nah, kalimat pasifnya, a letter was written by me. Surat itu telah ditulis oleh saya. Jadi, in addition, active voice and passive voice also apply to models. Consider the following formula. Contoh active voice, I must write a letter. Sedangkan passive voice-nya, a letter must be written by me. Model perfect. Contoh, I should have write a letter. Sedangkan passive voice-nya, a letter should have been written by me. Contoh active voice dan passive voice berikutnya, he plays a game on his phone. Nah, ini adalah kalimat aktif. Karena di dalam kalimat ini jelas bahwa subjeknya adalah he. Kemudian kalimat pasifnya dibalikan menjadi a game on his phone is played by him. Game di dalam handphone tersebut dimainkan olehnya. Kalau yang tadi kalimat aktifnya, dia bermain game di telepon milik dia. Sedangkan kalimat pasifnya, game di handphone miliknya dimainkan oleh dia. Nah, kemudian contoh berikutnya, my cat is called fat by people because he is so fat. Ini adalah kalimat pasif. Karena my cat. Sedangkan active voice-nya, people call my cat fat because he is so fat. He is so fat. Berikutnya, contoh, my computer was repaired by my brother yesterday. Ini adalah kalimat pasif karena di sini subjeknya adalah komputer saya, benda ya di sini. Komputer saya telah diperbaiki oleh saudara saya kemarin. Nah, kalimat aktifnya di sini, my brother repaired my computer yesterday. Saudara saya telah memperbaiki komputer saya kemarin. Example of using active voice and passive voice in various tenses. Contohnya di sini, now take a look at the change in form from active voice to passive voice in the following 16 English tenses. Simple present tense. Contoh bentuk aktifnya di sini pakai kata kerja watch. Bentuk pasifnya menjadi watched, pakai ed atau pakai verb 2. Nah, di dalam active voice, contoh kalimatnya Intan watch a movie. Intan menonton film. Sedangkan kalimat pasifnya atau passive voice, a movie is watched by Intan. Film itu ditonton oleh Intan. Kalau active voice-nya menonton, maka passive voice-nya menjadi ditonton oleh. Kemudian present continuous tense. Di sini bentuk aktifnya is making, sedangkan bentuk pasifnya menjadi is being made. Kalimat aktifnya atau active voice-nya, my mother is making a pancake for me now. Ibu saya telah membuat kue sekarang untuk saya. Sedangkan kalimat pasifnya menjadi a pancake is being made by my mother for me now. Di dalam kalimat active voice tadi yang jadi subjeknya adalah my mother, sedangkan di dalam kalimat pasif yang tadinya menjadi objek, a pancake, itu dibalik menjadi subjeknya. Kemudian simple past tense yang digunakan untuk menyatakan kejadian di masa lampau. Bought itu kan beli, artinya kalau kita telah membeli, maka itu suatu kejadian yang sudah terjadi. Kalimat aktifnya bought, sedangkan kalimat pasifnya was bought. Nah, contoh kalimat aktifnya, Alfie bought a cool dessert yesterday. Alfie membeli kemeja dingin kemarin. Sedangkan di dalam kalimat pasifnya, the cool dessert was bought by Alfie yesterday. Kemeja yang berbahan dingin tadi yang dijadikan objek di dalam kalimat pasif dibalikan menjadi subjek. Sedangkan Alfie yang tadinya jadi subjek di dalam kalimat pasif voice menjadi adverb ya, by Alfie, keterangan. Kemudian ada juga past continuous tense. Bentuk aktifnya was attending, bentuk pasifnya was being attended. Nah, dalam kalimat active voice-nya, he was attending the graduate party yesterday. Sedangkan di dalam kalimat passive voice-nya itu menjadi the graduate party was being attended by him yesterday. Kalimat aktifnya, dia telah menghadiri acara graduation kemarin, kelulusan. Sedangkan dalam kalimat pasifnya, acara kelulusan telah dihadiri olehnya kemarin. Sekarang present perfect tense, have sung. Bentuk pasifnya have been sung. Kalimat aktifnya atau active voice-nya, they have sung the romance music. Sedangkan kalimat pasifnya menjadi the romance music have been sung by them. Sekarang present perfect continuous tense, have been waiting. Bentuk pasifnya have been waited. Kalimat aktifnya, I have been waiting you so long since they call me often. Nah, kalimat pasifnya di sini menjadi you have been being waited by me so long since they call me often. I-nya tadi menjadi subjek, sedangkan di dalam kalimat pasif I itu diganti menjadi me. Sekarang past perfect tense, bentuk aktifnya had used, bentuk pasifnya had been used. Kalimat aktifnya they had used poison gas in World War II. Nah, di dalam kalimat pasif, poison gas had been used in World War II. Sekarang di dalam tense past perfect continuous tense, had been learning. Bentuk aktif, bentuk pasifnya had been being learned. Kalimat aktifnya atau active voice-nya, they had been learning English Science 2011. Pasifnya, English had been being learned by them Science 2011. Sekarang dalam tense simple future tense atau menjelaskan suatu kejadian yang akan terjadi. Will, di sini ada kata will, akan. Will write, akan menulis. Bentuk pasifnya will be written, akan ditulis. Nah, kalimat aktifnya atau active voice-nya, Mark will write a poem tomorrow. Mark akan menulis poem besok. Sedangkan di dalam kalimat pasifnya, a poem will be written by Mark tomorrow. Kemudian future continuous tense, will be reading. Bentuk aktifnya, bentuk pasifnya will be being read. Active voice-nya, Nana and Cersei will be reading books at this time tomorrow. Sedangkan bentuk pasifnya, books will be being read by Nana and Cersei at this time tomorrow. Kemudian tenses future perfect tense, bentuk aktifnya will have finished it, bentuk pasifnya will have been finished it. Active voice-nya menjadi he will have finished all his homework at 9 o'clock tonight. Sedangkan passive voice-nya menjadi all his homework will have been finished by him at 9 o'clock tonight. Future perfect continuous tense, bentuk aktifnya will have been eating. Sedangkan bentuk pasifnya menjadi will have been eating. Nah, jika digunakan dalam active voice menjadi I will have been eating the chocolate cake. Di dalam passive voice itu berubah kata I-nya menjadi me dan coklatnya yang tadinya objek menjadi subjek, yaitu the chocolate cake will will have been eaten by me. Simple past future tense, would eat, sedangkan bentuk pasifnya adalah would be eaten. Active voice-nya, she would eat many cookies fast, sedangkan kalimat pasifnya menjadi many cookies would be eaten by her fast. Kemudian past future continuous tense, bentuk aktifnya would be reading, bentuk pasifnya would be being read. Kalimat aktifnya they would be reading the book, sedangkan kalimat pasifnya the book would be being read by them. Sekarang past future perfect tense, bentuk aktifnya would have completed, bentuk pasifnya would have been completed. Active voice-nya before taking holiday yesterday we would have completed our work, sedangkan bentuk pasifnya before taking holiday yesterday our work would have been completed by us. Dalam tenses past future perfect continuous, would have been studying, bentuk pasifnya would have been being studied. Active voice-nya menjadi I would have been studying English for a semester by the end of this month. Kalimat pasifnya English would have been being studied by me for a semester by the end of this month. Okay, thanks for attention. Hanya itu saja yang dapat saya sampaikan. Kurang lebihnya mohon maaf. I'm so sorry. Thanks a lot. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.